What's up, everyone? Joe Tarnowski with ECRM, and I have with me Joseph Luton, who is the co-founder of Importin Joe's Ethiopian Coffee. This one is already ripped because I just had a cup before this interview, and they're doing a lot of really cool things for Black History Month that we're going to talk about. They also just recently won an award. We had our food service session in November, and they were participating, and they won the Food and Beverage Magazine award for the best presentation of the brands that were out there. So, Joe, congratulations on all of that. And to get started, tell everybody about Important Joe's, what you're about, and a little bit about the products that you have.
Awesome. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate you. I appreciate ECRM. I appreciate Range Me for this opportunity. Important Joe's, is a business that's focused on not only community, we're focused on culture, we're focused on inclusivity, we're focused on making sure that anyone within proximity to us, both directly and indirectly, are able to benefit from our successes and our wins as well. We started out during COVID, back end of COVID 2020, actually as a coffee delivery service. We made a post on Facebook and we had someone answer, and lo and behold, that was the beginning of Important Joe's. We delivered a fresh roasted bag of Ethiopian coffee to the doorstep of someone who was working that day and needed to get their coffee to their doorstep. And so we've been just flourishing from there. We're now actually, from starting in our living room during COVID, we're now available in over 180 grocery stores along 8 states. And that has been solely because of our collaborations and partnerships with amazing institutions and amazing companies like ECRM.
Let's walk us through your product lineup that you showcase when you're at our sessions.
Absolutely, Joe. So we actually source all of our coffees from exclusively Ethiopia. Now, the beauty of Ethiopia is that it is so diverse in regards to its geography and its terroir that all of the variants and regions offer a very different experience in regards to mouthfeel, in regards to viscosity, in regards to the flavor profile of the coffee. So we source from close to 7 different regions all throughout Ethiopia. Now, what's available on store shelves is going to be a consistent three, and that's going to be our Awasa. Now, that comes from the Sidamo region. Our Awasa is absolutely phenomenal with beautiful dynamic herbaceous notes of chocolates and toffees and caramels and malted oats, really good earthy tones. Then we also have our chocolate. Now, chocolate is dynamic in of itself. It's got some beautiful tones of dark fudge, naturally occurring notes of dark cherry. We don't add any flavorings. We don't add, all of our coffees are unadulterated. So it's going to be pure, extremely amazing experiential encounters with coffee. Coffee with compassion, right? Like Important Joe's is a lifestyle. We really wanted to highlight with our coffee the beauty and the dynamic culture and heritage of that which is Ethiopia. If you look at our bags, Joe, you will actually find that there's multiple different characters on each bag. So those characters were actually hand drawn by an Ethiopian artist for us to resemble the people of the very region where the coffees are being procured from.
That's awesome. That's really cool. And I have to tell you, I drink my coffee black. So for me, it really has to taste good. And this one was amazing. This one, I haven't
Okay.
tried the other one yet, but this one was really, really good.
So
So,
a little side note, Joe, that one that you're holding up right there, that actually comes from a region referred to as Gemma. Now, cool story about Gemma. Gemma is in the province of Kaffa. Kaffa is the very place where the first coffee bean in the world was ever discovered. That is actually where coffee borrows its name from Kaffa.
hmm,
And so, with that being said, that coffee that you're drinking, Joe, is actually OG coffee, Arabica coffee species from the same soil that the first coffee bean in the world was ever discovered at.
That's really cool. I had no clue about that. So, see, I'm drinking history right there.
Yes, sir, indeed.
Yeah. I know you mentioned that you're a coffee with compassion and you do support a lot of causes. Can you talk about that?
Absolutely, Joe. One thing that is near and dear to my heart is citizens who are re-entering society, right?
Mhm.
I'm a person who has been affected by incarceration. A lot of my family has been incarcerated. I actually had some run-ins with the law as a young man, that taught me, some very valuable lessons. And so one thing that we've been doing during Black History Month is being intentional, as I said, creating community, collaborative partnerships. We were actually presented the opportunity, Joe, to be able to go into Westville Prison with the Center for Social Concerns with the University of Notre Dame and actually to pour into individuals there incarcerated and being able to help them to understand how to get a leg up utilizing entrepreneurship when they re-enter into the real world, where we were able to share with them how to leverage little to get a lot and how to understand the value of creating these relationships and getting into an ecosystem that is supportive of you and conducive for success.
Excellent. That's awesome. That's really cool. It's always good to see, someone helping others get a fresh start. And there's no one better to do that than someone who's had that experience already.
Oh, Joe, we all could use a little mercy sometimes, huh?
Definitely. I can vouch for that. So
Absolutely. And then
so
also,
yeah,
Joe, pardon my
no
interruption.
problem.
One thing that we've also been doing, we utilize Important Joe's as a tool, as a vehicle to weld for advocacy,
Mhm.
advocacy of small businesses, advocacy for small minority businesses, small local businesses. And what we've been able to do is to leverage our spotlight, to be able to leverage our platform to share that with other burgeoning and flourishing Black owned minority businesses within our ecosystem and within our community. It has been an absolute amazing opportunity. It's been so gratifying for me to be able to share some of our success with all of these amazing businesses that are flourishing in our community and across the country.
That's awesome. So you're giving back in more ways than one, and
Oh my
hopefully this will also help to spread that message as well.
Oh, thank you, Joe. We do hope so. We got a lot of people we have to touch, and that's honestly the reason that I wake up in the morning. That's the reason I keep going because we firmly believe that. I mean, people are more now than ever intentional with how they spend their dollars.
Yeah.
They're looking for businesses that are giving back to make change in the communities that they come from.
Definitely. That is definitely true. So you've been to some of our sessions and you won the award for best presentation at the last one. What's your secret? What is it that what do you think it is about your presentation to buyers at our meetings that led to that award? Because it was the buyers that actually voted on it.
Yeah. So, Joe, we are honored that we were selected to have best presentation from ECRM and Food and Beverage Magazine. It is an honor indeed. I think one of our secrets is servitude, Joe. I've got a background in food and beverage. Now, that background comes from me waiting tables, from me bartending. I've bartended in roughly 11 countries to date. We are service oriented. We're fueled by compassion and passion for what we do. And ultimately, we just want to see smiling faces enjoy an experiential encounter with coffee that they've never had the opportunity of being able to experience. That was one of the key fundamental cores for Important Joe's when we started. That was we wanted to highlight the beauty and the sacredness of coffee for the Ethiopians and bring it to the rest of the world. Because I think we oftentimes have missed out in the convenience of our own coffee here in America. We've missed out on the communal side of things.
Mhm.
We are genuinely we're not looking to sell anything. We want to share an experience. And so that's the difference, I believe, for us.
Awesome. And your passion definitely comes through And I like the way you put that. You're sharing experiences. You're sharing experiences with the buyers, with the customers, straight on down the line. So now it is Black History Month, and you're a Black-owned business, and you've been doing a lot of events around Black History Month. Tell us some of those things that you've done.
Absolutely, Joe. So we actually were afforded the opportunity in partnership and collaboration with the Idea Center here at the University of Notre Dame. They afforded us the opportunity to pitch to them for a mini docu-series actually on four key businesses that they have done a substantial amount of work with to be highlighted throughout the month of February. We also have been working locally with our community here, as I mentioned, to go into some of the local prisons within the region to share with individuals as well. And then also, one of the things that we do is we invest our time into mentorship of children. We've been going to local schools. We have been spending our time actually roughly 2 days ago we spent from 9:30 in the morning to 4 o'clock in the afternoon, all day with about 600 middle schoolers, sharing with them the amount of freedom that comes with being able to start your own business, right? Like understanding that, hey, in business, nothing matters about whether you're a man or a woman, whether you're black or white, but in business, the great common denominator is results. That is the only thing that's respected. And so understanding that, I think that is an appropriate message as well, right? For this month is a spirit of collaboration, not competition, a spirit of unity and not separation. I think that has been pivotal for us in getting us to where we have gotten to in the short amount of time that we've been able to see the success that we've seen.
That's awesome. Well, listen, I'm so glad that you've been seeing the success. It was so great actually meeting you and your wife in person back in New Orleans. And I wish you continued success as you keep going through your meetings and follow-ups.
Oh man, Joe. Hey, New Orleans was a wild time, man. That was good times. And so I've been blessed to be able to be around such amazing people like yourself and the ECRM team who have embraced us, who have embraced our company and our brand. And we're looking forward to doing life with you guys.
Well, I look forward to seeing you again at one of our sessions.
Absolutely. You have a wonderful time, Joe. Thank you.